Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on. Open your eyes and see the people chanting, slowly falling apart. The silence causing an earthquake. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling higher, and I know I can be taller. Shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Heaven knows. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer.
Hey, folks, what is up? Welcome back to Nemesis. We have got another great match in the works for you guys. We are moving up to the Titan League here. We've got Venganza versus Nebula tonight. I'm your host for this match, Dr. Waffles. Back at it again. I've got Miles with me. Miles, how you going today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Tonight has been an absolute amazing night for Rocky League. And to end it off with this Titan showdown, it's gonna be a blast.
Well, we're not ending it off. We actually have one more match after this. We're going to move over to the prospect,
My apologies.
but that is okay. That is okay. But yeah, I'm excited for this match. Is there anything you can tell me about these two rosters, Miles?
So first of all, going over the players for Venganza, we got Lumi, Indicator, Dez, and Kuko. Let's see who's gonna be playing. I don't think they're in yet.
Does not look like. Oh,
Oh,
indicator.
yes,
I see indicator
yes,
Lumi.
there is. Venganza leads are here. Dez, Lumi, and Indicator for Venganza, and Nebula, Guh, Ashes, Zap, and Speed. Both teams, both amazing teams from when I played them. Both amazing, absolutely beautiful. Not I wouldn't say beautiful teams, but nice, very good teams to play against, and they're
Very,
fighting for this
very
spot.
pretty. Very pretty.
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. These two Titans are fighting for their place to go against the number one seed, Godfathers, at playoffs.
Absolutely. An important match for tonight as the loser goes home. Well, let's not waste much time here. Oh, we actually got one of the players asking for a second before we join in, but we are pretty far behind schedule here, so we're going to try to join in as fast as we can. In the meantime, Miles, what's your idea here for a prediction? What you got?
Honestly, if I had to pick the team that I think would go to the deep end, probably Nebula here. Probably
Mm-hmm.
Nebula here for real. Venganza, I face both teams. Both teams are amazing. Both teams are good. But the ones that can keep you on your toes, no matter where you are on the field, is Nebula. Nebula just has that pressure that I think I would say most of the league has, but it's just that intense pressure that they apply no matter where you are on the field. And
Right.
I got Nebula winning this. I got him winning this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do know the name of Guh. I see him up there on the stats sheets all the time. Um, Definitely a name to look out for um, as we're going to hop into this first game of our best of five series in the Titan League. Um, we will see how this one turns out. Like I said, the loser here goes home. The winner heading off to play the number one seed of Titan, starting off with Dez over in Nebula's corner. Lumi trying to play it back to his own. Play across the backboard. Zappy beat by Indicator. Over to Lumi. Off the wall. Tries for another touch, but does get it under speed. Demoed over there in the corner by Zappy. Dez on the challenge from Guh doesn't get anything from it. Zappy now on the counterattack. Lumi's up on his backboard. Plays it over into his corner. Gets it past one. Trying for a dribble play. Zappy fakes him out, though, and hands it over to Guh. Great heads-up play from Zappy there. Indicator will take it away. It's played all the way across the Venganza field. Indicator to cut off that pass from Guh in the midfield. Speed. Throws the ball up. Tries to get his team some time to collect themselves, create some offense here. Great save from Indicator there. We have already passed a minute into this first game, and basically nothing has happened yet. Miles, well, excuse me. I'm sorry for saying anything. Dez, what a shot.
What a shot indeed. Good spot for an Indicator. This spot Dez just waiting on the opposite side and a beautiful slot in the middle of the net, taking the first goal of the game.
Absolute dagger coming out from Venganza right off the bat in this first game. Zappy now attempting a play of his own, but he can't get it through Indicator in the air. Indicator with no boost gets beaten out by Speed, but it's just handed over to Lumi. Handed back to Nebula here. Go with the reset. Tries to get it through on the corner. Zappy does as well, but those both are shut down. Dez has some free time here. Guh can't challenge. Dez still on it. Lumi tried to attempt a air dribble play there, but couldn't get anything. Venganza opting to kind of leave that one alone. Guh with the fantastic toss off the ceiling. Go ahead, Miles. I lost my words.
Speed lobbing it over the Gun. Gun just slapping it off the ceiling and off the back iron, being able to create his own shot. Tying the game up. 3 minutes left on the clock.
What a play coming out from Guh there. You'll have to excuse my stuttering. I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep. But the grind never stops. The grind never stops. As we got Dez over in the Nebula corner. Demo coming out from Zappy to relieve some pressure. It's a bit of a 1v1 here, but Lumi wins it. Dez now tries to get it back over to Lumi. But Zappy shuts that one down. Double tap in his own corner to keep control. Great play from Zappy there. Gun now, the playmaker for Nebula, over Dez. But no one there to follow. Lumi now playing it mid. Dez is up. Can't get it under Zappy. Some great defense coming out here so far, Miles. And, you know, aside from a couple great plays for basically the only goals so far in this game, it's been back and forth so far, Miles.
Both teams going back and forth at it, both on defense and offense, just doing whatever they can to stop the opposite from scoring or even create anything. That's how many demos have been out here on the field, mainly from Nebula's corner. But it's just been aggression after aggression from both sides. But the ability to play such good defense from all this aggression on both ends, it's amazing to look at.
Absolutely. Both teams kind of not at a stalemate, but they're definitely looking even. Oh my goodness, that was so close coming out from Nebula. The bump air dribble play, the tried and true, doesn't quite make its way through. As Nebula keeping the pressure up on the Venganza defensive half here. Guh in the corner, beating out Dez. Indicator will clear that one out. Back to Dez. Lumi trying to pre-jump there, but Dez can't get to that ball. Zappy now playing it mid to Speed. Speed throwing it off the corner. Lumi reads that one and throws it all the way downfield. Guh is being bullied by Indicator, but Zappy there to back him up. We have less than a minute left in the match right now, and we're still tied at 1. Gameplay has been very speedy, very aggressive. Lots of demos coming out. Indicator. Ball taken away by Lumi. A bit of a miscommunication there. Speed tries to play it over, but Indicator stays in the play. Stays annoying. Zappy, that was almost really bad. That was almost really unfortunate, but Guh will clean that one up. Speed to actually get it out of their half. 20 seconds left. Nebula on the offensive push. Zappy off his left wall. Gets a flip over Indicator, but Lumi will put that one across the goal. Guh now, with 7 seconds left, needs to control this, get it out of his half. Push to overtime if he can. That one doesn't fall yet. It's popped up on the Venganza half, but Lumi, big clear. No one was back, but it doesn't matter because the time reached 0 into overtime. We go for this game 1, Miles. What a game so far. What do you think?
What a game indeed. It's just a lot of good pressure from both sides. Neither giving up, neither willing to let it go. They're just, both sides are just doing the best they can to prevent anything. They have to get creative with these plays. Both sides, honestly. Because both sides' defense is just amazing to look at.
Absolutely. So many saves coming out from both teams. That one was dangerous as Zappy makes a slow play and Guh just sits back, trusting his teammate. Now Nebula had a chance at a push, but their first player with no boost. Venganza with a little bit of room. Dez pops it over one. Lumi's on the wall. Back to Dez. Dez has a free goal to shoot on, and he will put that one away.
The good lob off the wall. The 1-2-1 play, honestly. Dez up to Lumi. Lumi off the wall. Back to Dez. that open area, just so crucial to cover. But it's looked like Nebula wasn't able to cover that. And Venganza's going to take game one.
Classic play from Venganza there, looking more like a basketball team rather than a Rocket League team, going 1-2-1 for an open net shot there to put Venganza up by 1 in this first game. And man, this was a close one, Miles. It was, both teams just grinding at the teeth to get that go-ahead goal. It was so close, both teams scoring right at the beginning. I mean, are there any changes you think need to be made here? Or do you think Venganza just kind of had a good play there at the end and kind of got fortunate?
I mean, yeah, Venganza did have a good play there. Both, like I said, both teams aren't letting up. Both teams are doing what they can to prevent the other from being able to score. And with these kind of high level teams, you got to get a little creative and try to create some sort of play that could throw off the opposite team here. And honestly, it's gonna be to whoever who does the craziest out here. Honestly,
Absolutely. Venganza making a great heads-up passing play to win in overtime on that game one. Heading into game two now of our Titan best of 5 Nebula are going to have to find an answer, an absolute nail biter for game one as Guh coming out swinging, setting himself up for the double tap off the ceiling. Honestly, that was kind of ridiculous. Didn't work out for him though. Dez pops it way up for Lumi. Lumi does make a touch, but no boost. Can't challenge Guh on the backboard. Guh accidentally hands it over to Indicator, but Zappy beats him to that challenge and gets another touch into the corner. Dez into Nebula's half. Lumi pops it up over one, but Indicator double committed, so there's no one to take the shot. Zappy now up to Guh. Guh with the redirect. What a play. Oh my goodness.
good forward push of the defensive trust there from Guh. Zappy spotting that open lane from Guh there, and Guh's just gonna be able to slot it over Dez. Dez had a lot. He could have done something better, but unfortunately, he was kind of caught off guard there, and they only gave up the first goal.
What a play from Guh. Guh absolutely showing up, keeping true to him being on the top of so many stat lines here in the Titan League.
Indeed.
Speed now, throwing it into the Venganza corner, hoping for a mistake, but none come as Lumi for the counterattack. Speed can't touch it off the backboard, but Zappy puts that one away as no Venganza players were there to challenge quick enough. Zappy now. The whiff coming from Lumi. Indicator playing it across, but Guh cuts it off. Lumi now trying to control in his own corner. Dez calls him off. Indicator pops it up. Zappy, pretty easy put away there. We're a minute and a half into this game two, and so far Nebula have held true. Okay, thought I was about to eat my words before I even said them. Nebula's defense has held true. Lumi almost with the double tap, setting Dez up for the shot, but Guh, great challenge there to put that one away. Guh with the shot as well, saved by Indicator. Already this gameplay is back and forth so quick and so aggressive. This is really dangerous here in front of the Nebula's goal. Guh trying to put it away, but Lumi getting in the way. Guh finally gets it out, and Miles, this gameplay here is so aggressive, so fast. Another nail biter. We love to see this kind of content, Miles.
It is indeed, but Guh right now for Nebula just put on a defensive clinic.
Oh my!
Another speedy save there.
There's the savior medal.
A lot of saves going now. Three saves, good clears. From this Nebula's defense, they got the one goal that they needed. They literally just said, "We just got to play defense now. We don't got to score no more."
You absolutely don't. One goal up is all you need. What a save from Lumi there. Looks like, hopefully that lag was only for me and not for everyone else. I almost disconnected there for a second. Speed.
Woo!
Oh, with the shot following Guz's reset put away by Indicator. Lumi now trying to set up a counterattack. Look like he's setting himself up for the flick. No, the air dribble. Guh. To Indicator. Indicator, what a shot from the missed touch by Guh there.
Indicator letting Lumi do his thing, created something. God had to get the touch that he had, but unfortunately, Indicator's there to just be able to slot it in, tie the game up.
Absolutely. What a dagger from Venganza. Nebula, they definitely need this game to win here. After going down in that game one, you never want to lose 2 in a row, especially in a game 5, because that means you've either lost or you have got to come back from a reverse sweep. It's a dangerous one with a game 5 or a best of 5 situation. So Nebula trying to find an answer here as Guh will put that shot on, but Dez easily collects, flicks it over one, trying to tap it over another, but Guh plays patient, gets a good 50, Indicators up quickly. Zap. Challenge on Lumi. Dez is up first. Dez with the shot. A bump from Lumi does not come through. Indicator with the shot and gets it right past Speed.
The teamwork here from this entire Venganza team doing whatever they can to create a path for Indicator to slot that, including Lumi absolutely bumping the mess out of Guh to the back of the net, getting the lead with 51 seconds left. Can Nebula do something to tie this game up once again?
It's going to be tough for Nebula here, even though they went up 1 in the beginning and they held the lead for so long. It still seems like Venganza is coming back and controlling the play when it matters. That first goal getting Nebula some confidence, but it doesn't seem to have done much as we've heading into the last 20 seconds here. Nebula is going to have to find an answer very quickly as Guh off the ceiling. Lumi there, I did not see him. I thought that was going in. Holy cow. But Lumi misses Indicator over into the corner. Lumi trying to play it across. God, with the backflip. No, he needed that. Only a few seconds left. Zippy's got to get this mid, and he does. Dez pops it up. Oh, no. Pops it right off of Zappy, and it pinches all the way across the field, and the challenge on the ceiling puts that down. Venganza. The ball was down. Venganza is up by 2 games now, Miles.
You hate to see those kind of clears, honestly, in the last second situation. You hate to see it, but they can't do nothing about it. But now, Venganza 2-0. They can end it here, or Nebula can make a fat comeback right here. Guh is just putting on the defensive clinic, but it's like it's only him most of the time.
Yeah.
This Nebula team got to try to, not really, I'm going to say put more effort on defense, but more of try to actually help out as well, being there as well, instead of just Guh being on defense most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Guh, definitely the carry here with a whopping 7 saves. Oh my goodness, for Guh, and 5 shots. And the only goal for Nebula. Guh is off the charts today, but it doesn't seem to be working, Miles. They're gonna have to figure something else out. Even on that one good play from Nebula, if Guh can make a good solo play here and there, that's totally fine. But it doesn't matter if Venganza are just running the game otherwise, which is exactly what they seem to be doing. They're controlling the ball, they're controlling the pace. And Nebula basically can't do anything unless Guh says so. So we'll have to see if Nebula can figure something out here. Heading into a Game 3, Nebula facing postseason elimination here. Lumi now with the attempted pop. Doesn't get it. Guh with the challenge. Speed. Can't get a touch. Zappy to follow. Beaten out by Dez. Speed is up in the corner. Indicator, nice pinch off the corner there to get it back mid, but Lumi can't get a shot on Guh. Attempts the pass over to Speed. but Lumi will put that one away. We're back into the Nebula corner. Put away by Guh for now, over to Speed. Speed trying to play it back over to Guh. Indicator is going to cut that one off. Guh playing it mid, but no one there to take the shot. Speed demoed by Dez. Guh almost puts a shot on, but Zappy will actually finish that one off for him.
That's what we like to see this Nebula team do. Zappy being able to catch Dez in the most awkward spot, putting it in the far right post to get in their first goal. And they needed this kind of offense, and they're going to need to keep it going for the rest of this game and hopefully the rest of the series.
Absolutely. It's all or nothing anymore for Nebula. That was actually a good team play there. Guh providing the pressure and Zappy there to finish it off. It wasn't just Guh doing everything. So maybe they have figured out a way to play more as a team here in this game 3. And for their sakes, I hope they have, as Lumi in the midfield beats Speed on the challenge. Guh on the backboard to control. He plays this out. Goes for the air dribble. Has the reset, but can't do anything with it. Does get it under Indicator, though. Zappy now trying to play it mid. Shut down by Lumi. Speed pinched on Indicator. Venganza have the pressure now. Lumi keeping it on from the challenge from Zappy across the goal. Nothing has come of it yet. It's not dangerous yet. Miles, it seems like Nebula has kind of changed their gameplay here. Good Lord, I shouldn't have said something. Go ahead. Oh my.
Unfortunately, all of Nebula getting caught out, get all in their half and almost all in the same corner. It's going to be Dez just going to walk it in and tie it up. And continuing on what you said, Nebula, they have the aggression that they need. They just need to be able to capitalize on it and create more with it.
Yeah, they definitely they came out into this third game playing more as a team, it appeared to be, but that time they were playing a little bit too much as a team, as they were all up on offense and no one was back. But those mistakes happen when you're this far behind and you've basically got to give it everything you've got. You're not really thinking about all the specifics. You're just thinking we need to score right now and we need to keep scoring. So maybe they will come back from that one if they can keep the offensive pressure that they've had for the first half of the game. Speed now playing it across his own goal over Indicator. Guh's there to follow. Just picked up the 100, but he can't do anything with it yet. Lumi up to Dez. Dez can't get a second touch. Zappy now throws it off the backboard. This is awkward for Indicator. He gets one touch, but he's boostless. So Speed will take that away up to Zappy. I'm not sure Zappy meant to do that. So Venganza will get their offensive pressure back. Guh attempting a clear. Has his reset. Gets it over one. Indicator there to back up Dez. Speed trying to get it out of his corner. Air dribble across the field. Challenged by Lumi. Guh now versus Indicator. Indicator will get the big stick on that altercation. In the midfield, Dez versus Zappy. Guh playing it up. Zappy with a redirect. Can't get anything, but does pitch it back over to Guh. God, that was so close coming out from Guh, Miles. And I mean, the offensive pressure now coming out from Nebula, they're actually making plays. They're creating some offense here. I mean, they definitely have a chance here. They're giving it all they're got. Oh, like, okay, I thought I was about to eat my words again. I really need to stop, like, saying things, just in general. Every time I do, something bad almost happens. Miles, Nebula, they have the opportunities here, but it still just kind of looks like even when they are playing well, Venganza are just controlling the play anyway. Do you think Nebula are just outclassed here today?
It's not being outclassed. It's more of just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, there we go.
But Guh creating the play to put them back in it and to gain the lead. Beautiful dribble play past the entire team and being able to secure it himself. That's what this Nebula team needed. Can they hold this? 30 seconds. Can they hold it?
30 seconds to hold this 1-goal lead earned by Guh. Great dribble play. They need to hold this off if they're going to keep their postseason chances alive, and they only have 15 seconds needed to hold it. Indicator over Speed. Zappy with the clear past Lumi. This buys them a bunch of time. Venganza has to score right now. Dez with the mistouch. No boost to follow. Lumi playing it across the field. Guh challenges early. Nothing coming of that. Venganza. Ooh, that'll drop to the floor. And Nebula getting a game in this series. What an important win for Nebula. This gives them some momentum heading into game 4. Venganza still in in game point position here, but Nebula finally actually getting some momentum there, making some good plays. Guh with the solo play to take them ahead. Miles, they're looking good from here.
They're looking good indeed. This momentum change could definitely put Nebula in a good spot to make this comeback that they need so direly. But we can't count out Venganza. Venganza's been they've been all over them, defensively and offensively. No matter where they are in the field, they're there and they're here to play. They're here to play. Let's just say that. But this Nebula team, it feels 9 times out of 10, it feels like it's just Guh. Like it's just him creating the plays. It's just him mostly on defense. But I feel like if this whole team can become an all-around team, they can do some big things. And this could be one of them with this comeback.
Absolutely. Guh definitely carrying. I think that's kind of what we've seen so far in this series and the season, with Guh being so high up on all of those stat sheets. But yeah, we definitely need to see Zappy and Speed following them up on those offensive attempts. If we can get a Zappy or a Speed on the offensive push along with Guh, what a fake from Zappy. Speed with the follow, but it just pinches out. That's exactly the type of play you need from Nebula. Zappy with a fancy play to get the shot available, and Speed, good job being there. Just good defense from Venganza, so you can't fault him for that. That is what Nebula are going to need if they are to keep their postseason hopes alive. They are still 1 game loss away from leaving this season empty-handed. So they're going to have to figure out how to keep that offensive pressure. Zappy showing off in these first 45 seconds. Speed now with the shot. What an angle coming out from Speed.
Speed just pulling a Gary G moment right there. Beautiful angle shot from almost the corner there. Nice placement as well. Even if he didn't have it, Zappy was there to secure it. But they got the first goal that they needed for this game.
Absolutely. Venganza just not ready for a shot from that angle. And they are going to need to keep this. Oh, God! Oh, my. What on earth? That was disgusting.
All right, you saw one earlier in the game. That don't mean you have to come back and hit it with it yourself. Fakes the first and then absolutely 50s. Big man's through the second one to get the second goal. Only a minute in, 2 goals up.
Someone figure out what G Fuel flavor this man's drinking tonight. I want some, whatever it is. Oh my goodness, God. Absolutely ridiculous tonight, trying to keep his team in this, and Nebula coming out swinging in the first minute of gameplay in this game 4. Every game, every opportunity they have from here on is dire. 1 game down, just a couple goals, and they could be out of this season. But they are making it count so far. Speed with the reset. Lumi to get that one into the midfield, but Zappy puts it back into the Venganza corner. Speed with a challenge. Guh beats out that midfield challenge. Lumi versus Speed. And Speed versus Dez beats them both, but nothing comes from it. Zappy with the attempted doomsy over to Speed. Guh. Another challenge. Lumi to Zappy, and this gameplay now seems like Venganza has collected themselves. It's just challenge after challenge so far, Miles.
It's just the Nebula team. They're doing whatever they can now. They're giving each other space. They're being there for each other just in case. They're going for solo plays. They're doing what they like to do. And they're there to pick up each other on it. And that's what they needed this entire series. That's what they needed to do.
Ooh,
Good get back save from Speed. All they gotta just hold on to the same aggression. We can see a game 5 real soon.
absolutely. We are only 2 minutes from a game 5 if Nebula can keep this up. I saw people in the Nemesis chat saying that this series was basically over. Nebula have something to say about it. Indicator with the attempted center speed plays it all the way back across the field, but it's put away by Dez. Indicator up to Lumi. Lumi set himself up for the double tap, but Guh will put that one away. He's got Zappy upfield, but Speed opts to go instead. Indicator with the mistouch off the post there, and follows his touch. Guh now. Big clear over to Lumi. Lumi keeping it in their offensive pressure. Guh trying to put that one away, but it looks like Venganza is setting up a nice offensive push here, pushing Nebula further and further back. They've now got Nebula all on the backboard and on the goal line. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. No, Guh with the reset to get it under Dez. What a pinch from Dez to keep that midfield speed now. Tries to play it mid, but no Nebula players to follow. Zappy on the challenge from Dez, straight down, but Lumi's there. Nebula setting up a good push of their own after just defending Venganza's, but they're going to need to figure out how to finish here if they are going to confirm this Game 1 win. Although, with only 35 seconds left, Miles, it is definitely looking promising for Nebula here.
This Ascension's team, they have time. Beautiful save again from Guh. They don't have much time. They gotta get something going. They gotta change this momentum, and they gotta change it fast. Nebula is on the hunt. They're on the aggression. They're all over them right now. Even if they were stuck on defense, they were staying composed. They were staying together. They weren't giving them no space at all to try to form anything. This Nebula's roster, they just turned themselves around in a matter of a game. And we're gonna let's see though if they can maintain this type of offense going into game 5.
Absolutely. Nebula looking stellar in this game 4, pushing us to a game 5. They've got the momentum now with 2 wins in a row. Venganza now have to return that ball. They're going to have to figure out how to reverse this momentum, get Nebula on their back foot. Guh showing out every single one of these games so far, controlling the field, using speed and Zappy to his disposal to set up offensive plays. Zappy definitely coming out with some speed of his own, some offensive pushes of his own in that game 4. They're looking more like a team rather than just Guh with 2 other players, which is definitely working out for them. So in this game 5 now, we actually have Venganza and Nebula both only 1 game away now from facing playoff elimination. So this just got real for the Venganza roster. They are no longer just leaning back, twiddling their thumbs, but Indicator coming out with a banger 20 seconds in.
The bang off of Dez's read from Guh, and Indicator just reading that Zap wasn't going to be able to get the touch that he wanted. And I think Zap was trying to play the dub or the read, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him. Indicator is going to secure the first goal of game 5.
What a shot from Indicator, and going up that early in such an important game is so good for the headspace. Venganza now looking to hold the lead. as we are approaching 1 minute into this game 5. Nebula fighting from behind, trying to get something started. Lumi challenging across the Nebula goal. Dez now up to the ceiling, but can't get that pinch. Zappy up to Guh. Guh gets it past Indicator. Pops it mid. Zappy with the shot. What a play coming out from Nebula. That's what you need.
The absolute patience from Gut. You're just waiting for Lumi to just make a little mistake of falling off the wall and placing it perfectly in Zap's hands.
Yeah, what placement. Holy cow.
Slot it in that bottom right corner, tying it up immediately.
Zappy coming out with what Nebula needed. He said, I will take you guys on my back for a second. Don't you worry. I've got you. This game 5, an important one for both of these teams. And so far, a fantastic showing from both. I can tell it's already going to be a nail biter as Guh throws it into that Venganza corner, but it's put away by Indicator over to Dez. Dez gets it past Speed. Zappy trying to make a touch, and he does. Guh now beats one defender. Indicator's got to get this off his backboard, and he does. Speed to follow. Speed plays it towards the goal. Guh there, attempting a redirect, but all 3 Venganza defenders will get it out of there. Zappy trying to stop that midfield shot. Dez, what a pass from, who's that? Lumi. That was insane.
It was a good attempt from Zappy to try to cut off the midfield pass, but it was just out of his reach. As Lumi claims it mid, and Dez just able to slot it. Guh barely being able to make it back, but not enough to keep it out of their net. 2-1.
What placement from Dez there. That was an absolute beautiful shot to get it past Guh. We've got Lumi trying to play it slow. Venganza back up by 1 in this game 5. Looking good, feeling good. Zappy with the attempted shot, but it's right off the crossbar. Indicator with the challenge against Guh. Speed finishes that off.
Just absolute nice team action, honestly, from this entire Nebula roster yet again. Zappy just going with the bar down. Guh staying in zone, keeping it in, and a 50 down to Speed. Speed just in the perfect spot at the right time. 2 up. 2:45 left to go.
Appreciate that aerial control from Guh there to just sit right in front of the ball to try to get the softest challenge possible so it pops down to Speed. What a heads-up play from Guh. Most players would just air dribble right back into that ball trying to throw it into the goal, but Guh has the heads-up play to rather just go for that low 50, throw it down to Speed. What a heads-up play from Guh. As Dez over in the Nebula corner. Speed going to cut that one off. He gets the reset. Pops it over 1, but Lumi puts it away now. Guh, last one back, being bumped by Dez. And the squishy save coming out from Guh. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Indicator. Right in front of the Nebula goal. Lumi cannot finish that one. Dez now throws it middle. Venganza have some dangerous pressure here. Nebula need to relieve it quickly as Indicator throws it mid. Dez is up, and he beats Zappy in the air. What a shot from Dez.
Unfortunate. Zappy again trying to read the pass, but again being just barely out of reach to get it. And Dez again, another slot on net. Dez is turning up here. He doesn't want to lose. He wants this win. He wants to go to playoffs.
Dez absolutely showing up here for Venganza, putting them up right after the equalizer from Nebula. This one's dangerous from Lumi, but Guh is able to put it away. He's got Speed behind him now. Speed, can't make a touch, but neither can Indicator. Dez with the whiff. Zappy. Guh puts it back Lumi, but that is not on target. That is so unfortunate. They do still have just over a minute to find their equalizer, so that's not the end of the world, but it could possibly be the end of their season if they can't find one here. Guh over Dez, but it's off the crossbar. Speed trying to follow up, can't get anything out of it. Lumi with the demo on Guh, hopefully relieving some pressure, but Zappy gets a demo of his own. Speed plays it across. There's no one in that Venganza goal. Where were they?
Zappy shot, he demo one in the net. It just created wide open. He just stayed there just to
Oh
make sure it
my
got in.
goodness.
Able to tie it up. 51 seconds left in game 5.
I cannot believe this. We are looking for a game 5 overtime so far. We've got 45 seconds left, tied at 3. Both teams showing up on offense, having some incredible plays. What a showing from both of these teams, no matter who wins. Holy cow, this has been a series, Miles.
Indeed, it has. The speed, the shots, the defense. It's just been amazing all around from both teams. Neither of them want to let up. Neither of them wants
Ooh,
to give up.
jeez.
As speed is able to kind of dust. What was that, Dez to the ball there for the shot? Beautiful defense.
Oh no, this one's dangerous. Venganza up above the Nebula goal. Lumi with the attempted challenge, but Zappy puts that one away. He's going to try to keep it up. Indicator to shut him down. Guh is up in the Venganza corner and he pinches in middle. Who's there? Indicator's there. Puts that one away. Speed Lumi now with the shot. Zappy a touch off the backboard, but no one is there to follow. Speed keeping it up. Trying to get it clear, can't follow. Dez keeps it up in the Nebula corner, tries to play it over to Lumi, and it's going to fall. We have a game 5 overtime in this Titans series. Holy cow. Guh can't challenge Lumi now with the musty over. Whoa, what? What was that? Lumi, what a play.
Absolutely just selfish play for Luby. Just taking it. You know what? Let the musty say keep the talking.
Oh my goodness.
My.
Like 10 seconds into overtime. That is not how I was expecting this to go. But Lumi, I guess, was just tired of the content. He says, no, sir, you're out of content for today. Kind of upset, but that's okay. Lumi and Venganza. What a showing from Venganza. Running the field for most of the series. Nebula almost with the comeback. They were so close. What a series, Miles. Holy cow.
Oh, a series indeed. The shots, the shots, the defense, the plays all around. It's just been amazing from both sides. But props to Venganza for taking it home, for taking home their chance in playoffs. And shout out to Nebula for giving it such a dire fight, bringing it all the way to game 5 overtime at that.
Oh my
Unfortunate
goodness.
way indeed to go out, but it is what it is in the Rocket League.
You know, honestly, props to Nebula there for hanging on. They were running behind. Venganza was running the field. Props to Nebula for coming back and taking it that far. Well, Venganza now is going to move on all the way through the play-in tournament, and they are going to be in playoffs versus Godfathers, the ranked one in Titan. And once again, we are still a little bit behind schedule as what usually happens on these longer nights. So we are going to head out for this series. On the final match of the night now, we're going to move to Prospect. Bandits versus Wyverns. That one will be quite the show. But I'm going to head out for now. Miles, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely a treat.
Thank you. And we are going to head off to break. Thank you.